Chai, I don't really suffer for this life. Oh God, who I offend.
If this story does not make you laugh in the first 2 minutes, check your pulse. Because it began the same way many city nightmares begin, with hope, hunger, and a boss that smelled like sweat and destiny. On a dry Tuesday morning, when even the chickens in Igbele village were tired of life, Adesewa stood by the roadside with one nylon bag, one wrapper, and dreams that were far bigger than her pockets. She was 24, tall, slim and fine in a quiet village girl way, the kind of fine that made aunties sigh and say, "This girl is beautiful, but beauty no dey pay NEPA bill." In the village, Adesewa was known for two things. One, her looks. Two, her bad luck with money. She waved goodbye to the mud houses, the gossiping women, the goats that knew her voice, and the well that had heard all her prayers. Today, she was going to the city. Lagos. The city they said would change your life. The city that later changed her blood pressure. As the bus moved, Adesewa whispered, "God, I am ready to hustle. Just don't let me disgrace myself." God listened. Lagos laughed. The city's first slap. The moment she arrived, the city welcomed her with heat, noise, and insults. "Madam, move now. Are you blind? Keke no dey park here." Before she could even find where to stand, Lagos has slapped her twice without touching her. She stayed with her cousin Sola in a single room that had more human beings than air. 6 people slept there, and everybody snored like they were competing for a prize. But Adesewa was hopeful. "By next week, I'll be working," she said confidently. Tomorrow had her and laughed. Job 1. Boutique Wahala. Her first job was at a boutique. The madam looked at her face and smiled like money had just walked in. "She's hired," she said immediately. Salary, 15,000 naira. Closing time, sometimes 11 p.m. Adesewa endured insults, false accusations, and hunger crimes. One day, a customer accused her of stealing earrings that were still on the shelf. Madam deducted her salary. Adesewa deducted herself from the job. Job 2. Restaurant Tears. She was employed as a server, but promoted to cleaner, errand runner, and emotional punching bag. A drunk customer grabbed her hand. When she complained, the manager said, "Customer is always right." That day, Adesewa cried inside the toilet and resigned with immediate silence. Job 3. Office that killed her soul. An office job finally came. She answered calls, washed cups, bought lunch, and begged for salary that never came on time. Transport money finished. Her dreams started sweating. One night, lying on the floor, she asked the dangerous question, "What else can I do?" That was when the idea entered her head. If city people loved miracles so much, why not sell one? And that was how trouble booked an appointment. Adesewa did not wake up one morning and decide to become a fake prophetess. Life prepared her carefully. After quitting the office job, she stayed indoors for almost 2 weeks. Hunger became her alarm clock. Bills became her prayer points. Each morning, her cousin Sola would remind her, "Landlord asked of you again." At first, Adesewa tried dignity. She went from office to office, CV in hand. Receptionists looked at her from head to toe and said, "We will call you." The calls never came. She tried house help work. The madam wanted her to wake by 4 a.m., sleep by midnight, eat leftovers, and smile while doing it. She escaped on the 3rd day. She tried online business. Network filled her spirit. That was when she began to observe. In Lagos, people were desperate but proud. They wanted solutions without stress, and above all, they loved anything spiritual that sounded mysterious. One Sunday, she followed Sola to a popular prayer ground. The place was packed like free fuel was being shared. Prophets shouted visions like lottery numbers. "I see a woman whose enemies are monitoring her." Everybody shouted. "I see delay in marriage." Single ladies fell under anointing. Adesewa noticed something dangerous. Nobody questioned anything. Fear was doing the convincing. That night, she stood in front of the mirror, wrapped a white towel around her head. I see, she said slowly. Her stomach growled. Yes, she continued confidently. I see hunger. She laughed. The next day she tested it. She told a neighbor, I saw you in my dream. The woman gasped like oxygen finished. What did you see? Adesewa lowered her voice. It's not something to say outside. 5,000 naira entered her hand like miracle. From there, things moved fast. She bought candles, incense, white clothes, and a Bluetooth speaker that sounded spiritual but confused. She printed handbills. Prophetess Divine Senwa, solution to all problems. Clients came, single women, married men hiding problems, business owners blaming enemies for bad sales. She told everyone what they wanted to hear. Money flowed. Adesewa upgraded her lifestyle. She moved from sleeping on the floor to owning a mattress, from borrowing data to buying bundles. Confidence entered her voice. Soon, she stopped pretending. She began to believe she was truly gifted. That was when the spirits prepared their joke. Adesewa's fake ministry did not just grow, it exploded. At first, guilt visited her occasionally. Small guilt, the kind that whispers and leaves. But money stayed. She introduced midnight fire prayers, then emergency breakthrough sessions, then VIP prophetic consultation, no recording allowed, double price. Her room changed. From struggling girls' apartment to mini prayer headquarters, white candles, white cloth, Bluetooth speaker with echo effect. Even her voice changed. It became slower, deeper, dramatic. I am seeing something. People feared her pause more than her prophecy. One woman called, Prophetess, I dreamt of water. Adesewa didn't even blink. Not ordinary water, deep river. Somebody wants to push you spiritually. Silence. Then panic. What do I do? Send a seed. We will dry the river. Alert entered. River evaporated immediately. Another client said, My boss doesn't like me. Adesewa replied calmly, Your boss is under influence. There is monitoring spirit in that office. The woman gasped. Monitoring spirit. The same line Adesewa recycled weekly. Money entered again. Soon, Adesewa stopped pretending. She started believing her own performance. The way people trembled when she spoke. The way grown adults waited for her approval. The way her phone never stopped ringing. Power is sweet, especially when you were once powerless. But Lagos does not clap forever. One rainy night, everything changed. Rain was falling heavily, like heaven was washing gossip from the sky. Thunder was shouting. NEPA was behaving as usual. Adesewa was conducting a midnight phone prayer for a desperate woman whose battery was blinking 2%. She was deep into intense fake tongues. Rababa Shende. Her phone beeped. Unknown number. She ignored it. It rang again. Her client whispered, Prophetess, is that spiritual attack? Even Adesewa's heart skipped. She answered. A calm male voice spoke. Good evening, prophetess. Silence. We have been enjoying your miracles. Her stomach tightened. Another voice joined in. Female. Calm. Cold. You like saying monitoring spirit, right? Her blood ran cold. We have been monitoring you too. Her hands began to shake. Who is this? She asked, but the anointing had left her throat. We are coming to collect our own seed. Click. Call ended. Her client was screaming on the other line. Adesewa's confidence packed its bags. Within hours, something worse happened. A voice note leaked. Her voice, laughing, explaining how to scare clients with common fears, practicing prophecy in front of her mirror. Someone had recorded her weeks ago. WhatsApp groups caught fire. Is this not Prophetess Divine Sewa? See scammer. I knew something was off. Her phone became hotter than fresh agege bread. Calls, insults, threats, refund demands. Some clients cried, some cursed, some simply disappeared. For the first time since arriving Lagos, Adesewa sat quietly, without costume. No white cloth, no echo speaker, No fake accent. Just a tired girl who came to the city to hustle. She cried. Not dramatic movie tears. Real tears. Village kind of crying that humbles pride. The next day, she went live. No background music. No I am seen. Just honesty. She said, I lied. I was hungry. I was desperate. I wanted fast money. The internet was shocked. Some insulted her. Some mocked her. But some respected the confession. Within a week, she packed her things. Not chased, not arrested, but changed. She returned to Igbele village. Same dusty road, same gossiping aunties, same goats that minded their business. This time around, she did not come back as failure. She came back wiser. She used the small money left to open a small phone charging and printing kiosk near the market. No miracles, no prophecy, just honest work. Sometimes villagers teased her. Prophetess, what am I seeing? She would laugh. I am seeing you owing me 5 naira for charging. And everyone would laugh. Because she had finally learnt the lesson Lagos teaches everybody. You can deceive people for a while. You can sell fear. You can sell hope. But one day, truth will ask for transport money. And when it comes, it does not negotiate.